Hello and welcome, my name is Chris from christopherhall.com and welcome to this new video. What we're going to be talking about is sharp pains in your back when you're lifting, or when you have lifted. I don't want to say when you are lifting because that makes it sound like it's happening every time. We're talking more about the one which happens on that one-off occasion where you're lifting something from the floor. It can be something heavy or it could be something really innocuous like a pen or something like that. But all of a sudden your back just locks. It's very painful and you end up, for instance, just lying on the floor for a few hours because your back's in so much pain. Now, that is known as a back spasm or a muscle spasm. So a muscle spasm is an involuntary contraction of a muscle that can cause a great deal of pain. And if you're watching this video, there's a good chance you've experienced it. I know I have when I was in my teenage years. It happened to me quite frequently. But muscle spasms can occur in and of themselves because of an intrinsic issue with the muscle, but more commonly occur because of an underlying condition. And that's what we're going to be talking about for the next few minutes, is that underlying condition and what we can essentially do about it. So what we've got is the muscles of the lower back protecting an underlying problem. So obviously the 3 bullet points on there is the very, let's say, sort of simple solution to the problem. So remove the initial cause, which means don't lift, or don't lift like you did lift when it went. Find out the underlying cause and correct the underlying cause. Because as you can see in the 2 pictures on the right hand side, the lower back and the pelvis area is a very populated area with muscles. So you can see in the top one you've got the 2, they're known as the hip flexors, so they're the ones that pull your knee towards your chest. You've got those 2, which is obviously one attaches on the hip, and you can see the other one, it attaches along the vertebrae of the lumbar spine. What you've then got in the picture below is you've got a few more muscles. Some of them are the erector spinae muscles. Some of them are core stabilizers and hip stabilizers. But what they all do is they all meet in that lower back area. So what can happen is obviously these muscles can just lock tight, become very stiff, and they can cause a lot of pain, known as the back spasm. But what it is, it's figuring out, obviously, which of the muscles are becoming tight and stiff, finding out why, which is finding out that underlying cause of why they're doing it. It could be there's something going on with your vertebrae and your discs. It could just be the muscles are fatigued and they need some sort of protection against all this constant lifting and bending that's happening maybe. And then it's going about correcting that. So it might be going out and finding out, okay, well, what is wrong with my disc, or what is wrong with my vertebrae, or what is wrong with my the muscles of my lower back and pelvis, and then putting a solution in place to be able to correct that. So in some ways that's a very brief overview of a back spasm, what they are, why they're happening, and what you can do to overcome it. But hopefully it's been helpful in some way and it sparks some sort of thought as to where you might go next. It could be to a massage therapist, it could be to a chiropractor, an osteopath, a physio, a trainer, a physical therapist, whoever it may be. But if you do go to see those types of people, go and see a few of them, get a few opinions on it, and in some ways, when you start getting a few opinions on it, you'll be able to make up your own mind on it, because they'll all start to say common things, and then you'll be able to explore things, or you may just find something that just resonates with you and you think, actually, yeah, that's what I think it is. And it may be then obviously following up on that, maybe with that professional. So hopefully that's been helpful. If you want to find out more, obviously come to the website, christopherhall.com. But that's the end of this video, so many thanks for watching. I will speak to you in a future video.